Welcome everyone. Welcome to a brand new Let's Play series. Yes, for those of you who recognize it straight from this single screen, I will be playing Clive Barker's Undying. Been told a lot of good about this game. A lot of people go on and on about it. I'm gonna try it finally. Now the answer to some simple questions here, because I know it's been a long time since I've actually uploaded anything here. What happened was the thing where YouTube was cracking down on copywriting. I'm sure a lot of you people actually knew about that already. I decided it would be best to not upload while that was going on, see if Let's Plays just suddenly started to just drop and not get uploaded anymore, and see if if their whole cracking down was going to make it so that, you know, everything I uploaded I'd have to take down or something like that. I didn't really want to deal with that kind of... I didn't want to deal with the politics. That's really what it was. Now that being said, kind of just a silly little... it was kind of not really a good excuse for me to just stop playing. And I understand that. I think I really should have kept up with my recording. I should have kept up with giving you guys content, and I didn't. And it's something that I am sorry about. It's really stupid of me. I don't know why I did it. That's a terrible button. I'll change that to shift so that, because that, yeah, there we go. However, I am back now, and so you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out there as well. Dust and Vampire are not going to continue. However, by now you will have already seen that Descent has been re-picked up. I am back to recording Descent and back to trying to get through Descent. I'm having a lot of fun with it and going back into it. It's really cool. So going back into Descent. I don't know if this is going to be going up before Advent Rising. So if Advent Rising has started going up and you've already heard this whole spiel, I apologize. If you haven't, then here's your explanation. Dust I just kind of kept playing after the whole thing went on, and honestly the drive to record it really wasn't there in the first place, so I just kind of didn't. If you were really enjoying that game and you really want me to get back to it, I'll see what I can do about reconstructing the save, but honestly I'd rather just move on to other things. Like, personally, I really would. Like, if you really want to see a game like that, tell me and I'll play one of the Castlevania games on GBA and record it. You know, I'll do a different Metroidvania type game. Like, I actually haven't beaten Metroid Fusion, so I could do that. Like, I mean, there's lots of different Metroidvania games I could play. So, anyways, Vampire was not my kind of game. No offense to anybody who really likes Vampire the Masquerade. It honestly does seem like it's a really good game. The thing about it, though, is that the content in the game is not for me. I'm not a vampire person. I've never really been someone who thinks that vampires are super cool. They're just vampires. I mean, I like dealing with vampires when I'm killing the vampires. I'm not a big... I don't know. The setting wasn't really getting to me. The characters were not winning me at all. But I'm sorry, but I did not care for Kristoff. I just... That game I'm not probably going to play. Which is unfortunate, I suppose, because the game does seem like it is probably a pretty good game, but at the same time, so I apologize to all of you who were enjoying that. I'm actually going to take that one down. I'm not even going to put it as an on hold. Probably the same thing with Dust. Both of those are just going to come down. I'll just delete all of those videos and we'll pretend those never happened. And I hate to say this, but that's probably something that you might expect every now and then. That being said, I am now going to have a new rule for my videos and how I'm uploading videos. If you are seeing this right now, this first episode, it means that I have done at least 10 episodes of this game. I'm going to make sure that I actually really want to play the game before I start uploading it. And I'm going to have a good number of episodes stored up and ready to go so that I know, you know, I'm enjoying this game and I'm going to play it. Because, I mean, I didn't even get that far. I didn't even get to 10 with Vampire. Like, I didn't even get there. So, yeah. That's going to be something I'm going to make sure of. So, like I said, if you're seeing this video right now, don't worry. This is actually going to continue to completion because it means that I have played a good amount of this game, and I really know I want to play it. So, without further ado, I know I just talked for 5 minutes, and I apologize for that, but I needed to get that out. I guess I probably should have done a little update video. Who knows? Maybe I'll cut this from the video. If I did, and I did cut it, then welcome everyone to Clive Barker's Undying, a new Let's Play that I am doing now after having talked for way too long. And let's go! New game. It's an old PC game. Old PC games are generally pretty hard. When it says Nightmare, they generally meant it. So I'm gonna go with medium, because I really don't want to play a game and just get absolutely destroyed, not want to play it anymore, and it get put down. So we're gonna go with medium. 1923, October.
I'm tired of traveling, or fighting superstition and its many manifestations.
What?
Even though it was me who chose to debunk folklore and mysticism. Little did I know I'd end up being labelled as Patrick Galloway, the man with endless occult knowledge. Before I knew it, people all over the world paid me to investigate all kinds of weird things. As long as they paid me, I'd look into it. Funny thing though,
Really?
the more I saw, the more I believe there are forces beyond our control. Creatures not explainable in any human terms. Things that make me skin crawl.
Well, yeah, if you go and...
I fled from Ireland and hung around Paris and London with no real purpose till the Great War started. I joined a special unit whose job it was to squelch the fears of the superstitious farm boys who made up the fighting ranks. The Trasanti were the
World
biggest
War I,
pains.
probably.
New commanding officer, Jeremiah Covenant, led our unit on the hunt for their camp. We were ambushed. They came streaming out of the woods, waving swords and howling like banshees. I saw their leader holding a strange stone over his head, yelling weird words in a strange tongue. And just when I was gonna pull the trigger, he glared right at me. A bright green flash came from his hand, and it bowled me over as my gun went off. I woke up in a hospital bed with severe burns. They told me Jeremiah and the unit had gone on without me, but he'd given me the shaman stone to keep.
What?
I hadn't given any of this much thought until I came back here to find this letter that Jeremiah wrote me almost 6 months ago, asking me to come back to Ireland and help him out. This is not something I'm dying to do, for it may mean the death of me. He saved my life though, so I owe it to him. Just hope it's not too late.
Yeah. Okay, this is... So I have this weird gemstone. F3 to access my journal. Whoa, okay, there's a lot of reading here. Okay, this is a little... I apologize, these are a little hard to read. I didn't realize that setting the resolution higher would make the text be so small. So if you're having trouble reading that, don't worry, because literally so am I. That says remembrances. That's the Ziabar stone. I don't think I'll ever say that right until I hear them say it. That's your revolver. That says scry? Yeah, that would be how you spell scry. Anyways, each time my past fades from memory, fate has a terrible habit of reawakening me. Most often, the unpleasant name of Otto, not gonna say that, is the vehicle of remembrance. But not today. My old friend and commanding officer in the Great War, Jeremiah Covenant, has sent word. It has been years since I have heard from him. His letter came whilst I was away, sitting unopened for nearly 6 months. My joy at reading his name was quickly replaced by sorrow, then fear. Jeremiah has fallen ill and requires my assistance at his estate in Ireland. I have not set foot on Irish soil since poor Gwendolyn's death, and I did not think anything could make me return. Could I have been responsible for her death? Being legally exiled from my homeland was painful, but nothing in comparison to my memories. How did she end up on the floor? How could so much blood come without a sound? How was that knife in my hand? And why was Kessinger suddenly nowhere to be found? Kessinger? I have no idea how to say that, but Jeremiah saved my life, and I cannot deny any request he would make. The necessity of my presence is somewhat vague, as his letter at times was incoherent. He speaks of his sickness as a family illness no medicine can cure. Regardless, I will go to my friend. I have booked passage on a steamliner leaving tomorrow, arriving in 4 days' time. I hope I am not recognized by the authorities. I hope I am not too late. Apostrophe P. Anyways, what does this say? Okay, it's the stone. I have carried this artifact since the day Jeremiah gave it to me following the battle with the Tersanti. It seems to throw out a shockwave of considerable force, and ever since I acquired the stone, I have noticed strange sightings and visual anomalies. However, the power of the stone has its dark side. On occasion, a beast from beyond this world has attacked me. My only explanation for its appearance is that I was using the stone's power for too long. I have not seen the beast for a while. Of course, I have not needed the stone. My trusty revolver. And my cigarettes that I'm smoking too many of. I don't actually smoke, by the way. Anybody who thinks I smoke, you're wrong. A 6-shot weapon of forged metal grace. Durable yet lightweight. My military piece has seen many a country and spilled much blood over the years. Apostrophe P. A spell that allows me to see and hear past events from the geographic location in which I happen to be standing. It also casts an ethereal light on enemies in darker areas, giving me the ability to see my foes as well as find my way. I must be careful in its use, as it has no offensive power and seems to drain my energies for short durations. Learned men have stated that they believe that man has yet to unlock the full potential of the mind. While traveling to the Orient after the war, I met up with a local seer who told me that I was one of the chosen few, one of only a handful of individuals that he had ever met that had this ability. He called it scrying, to be able to read portions of the past. Most of the people who possessed this power, he said, over the course of their lives, eventually fell into disability, mind-tired from the barrage of images and sounds that could be heard from both the past and the present, the real and unreal. I know I have the ability to scry because of the subtle words I hear calling within me at times, begging me to look deeper into the past, deeper at what actually isn't even in front of me. But I am truly wondering if this is the gift I dreamed of, or a sick curse placed on me by an outside force. Okay, wow, that is loud, isn't it? Try turning things down just a little bit more. I'm keeping the voiceover like as high as I can because I don't want you to miss the voices. It doesn't seem to be subtitles. So for those of you who are like, where the heck are the subtitles? What are you doing? They don't appear to exist. That's what I'm doing. We're gonna save. Can I name my save? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, I do not appear to be able to name my save. Alright, so. Would you be quiet? Okay, so if you see me, like, jerking around and, like, moving the camera really fast, it's because the mouse... Shush! The mouse sensitivity in this game is super high. Whoa. Are you a bad person?
You're Jeremiah's old war buddy, right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's all you have to say for yourself? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the thunderstorm that isn't raining. And apparently I'm gonna pull out my revolver. Oh.
I'm Patrick Galloway, a friend of Jeremiah's.
Yes, I am.
Sorry it took me so long to get here. His letter said it was most urgent.
Jeremiah was beginning to think that the letter never arrived in your hands. He's been quite anxious to see you.
Really?
We've all been quite worried.
Why? Oh, 'cause he's
Jeremiah's
sick?
now bedridden. Follow me and I'll show you to his living quarters.
Okay.
I apologize for the look of the house, but there's only a skeleton crew of servants now. Jeremiah let go of everyone else, and the house is much too large for us to clean.
Wait, what? It doesn't look very dirty.
Because we've lost electricity to most parts of the house, we can only maintain the living quarters.
Oh. So everywhere's gonna be super dark. Hopefully,
This family's had so much tragedy. I hope you can help him.
I'll do what I can. Why did you lose electricity to most of the house?
Jammed.
Jammed. Okay.
Jammed.
What? What? Oh, see, I already. Whoa. What the? What? I'm gonna go turn down the mouse sensitivity because I actually literally turned myself around and didn't even know it. Like, that's how high the mouse sensitivity was. Okay, this is much better. Yeah, this is actually handleable. Oh. What? Whoa! Okay, that was actually scary. Like, legitimately, like, I did not expect that.
Patrick, you made it.
At your service, Jeremiah.
What's up?
Sorry for the delay, but I've been abroad. What happened to you?
Yeah.
It seems I've come under the watchful eye of the Reaper, my friend. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Apparently too long.
Patrick, I came back from the war only to find my entire estate in disarray.
Oh,
My
yeah?
brother Aaron disappeared first, and then my sister Bethany. My declining health is a result of an old war wound, and unfortunately, the symptoms are irreversible. I didn't summon you here to watch me die. I need your help.
Anything I can do. Just name it.
Okay.
Strange events began happening around the manor. After thinning out my staff, they ransacked my estate, taking whatever they could carry. The rest of the help was quick to follow, as they feared rumors of my family's curse. I can't help but think it's more than a coincidence that strange happenings have increased since I've been back from the war. I want to get to the bottom of this, but I'm just too weak to investigate it myself. I'm relying on you to step in for me.
Of course, Jeremiah. The only reason I risk coming back here is to assist you however I can.
My thanks to you, Patrick.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like it came from downstairs.
I'll check it out. Lock the door behind me.
New journal entry. I've arrived in time, apparently just in time. Completely bedridden, Jeremiah is a shadow of his own self, appearing many pounds and a few shades lighter. His explanation for calling me is still unclear. He speaks of strange happenings around the estate, problems that he is unable to rectify in his weakened state, and has requested that I investigate. I, of course, agreed. Before I could ponder where to begin my exploration, the servant who showed me to Jeremiah's room screamed from downstairs. Often, where to begin is the most difficult step. Okay, Well, I apologize that I spent most of the time in this... Why can I not save? Because I can't overwrite saves. Okay. If that's the total number of saves I get, I'm going to end up deleting saves a lot. I'm just going to delete this one for now and save here again. Yes. Alright. So, when I come back, hopefully, actually, I'm gonna test this. Okay, it seems to be good. I ran into a problem with the game at one point where I had to run it on... Actually, it was Vampire. I had to run it as administrator to actually be able to save. Yeah, it was kind of a problem. So, anyways, when it happens, and I'll see y'all then. Have a good one.